This is me, Jimmy McMillan, of the founder of the Rent is Too Damn High Party. I wanted to bring to your attention two key factors, the reason this country is in the mess it's in. And it all having to do with the definition of words and understanding the definition of those words. And they are necessities and accessories. These two key factors are not being taught in the schools. So those who are have graduated, who have now become elected officials, are not addressing the necessities of the nation. They are addressing the accessories of the constitutional privileges and rights and others, such things like going green and going things of that nature. But the necessities of life is the roof over your head, food on the table, and money in your pocket. And basically, you will be restoring the basic principles of life. Now, the problem we have is those who have run for public office and has gotten elected to key positions such as governors and mayors and executives of cities, towns, and counties. These people really don't know what they're doing. And the President of the United States, it is not his responsibility at all because the resources are within the states, cities, towns, and counties that can be there. It can be. It's just not used effectively. Put it like that. And the resources is clear: people having jobs, people spending money. There is nothing else to talk about. But the two words, necessities and accessories. We just had a presidential debate in New Hampshire. Well, regardless of what happened, I didn't get there. But the question was the moderator of CNN, John King was his name, who they sent me a letter and made information emails to my crew saying that I was not qualified, and they was definitely not qualified to moderate such a major event at a critical time in American history when America is in critical economic condition. The moderator was asking questions all throughout the debate on the accessories, not the necessities. Candidates who were answering these questions, Mitt Romney was governor of Massachusetts, and another, a Backman, is the governor of a state. Now, these, or was it, whatever, they didn't know this, being governor of their state. They don't know it, want to become president of the United States. Mayors of cities, Rudy Giuliani, and mayors elected in position now, mayors of cities, Michael Bloomberg in my state, Andrew Cuomo, governor of the state, Madison, Wisconsin, and other areas of the country where St. Paul, Minnesota, the governors, where states are going under bankrupt. And even in the President of the United States, he is willing, talking of raising the debt ceiling. He don't know. There are enough resources within their grasp. If they knew how to utilize the resources, America will be out this $14 trillion deficit and a 9.2 unemployment in 5 minutes or 2 seconds. Simply, the governors of states and mayors of cities can do one or two things. One of those is declare an economic state of emergency within their states, cities, towns, or counties. But at the same time, they must slash prices, reduce the costs to cut the costs, to give businesses a chance to hire people. That will solve the deficit instantly because people will have money to put in their pocket to spend, and spending money is what will get this country out the deficit we in. The problem is they don't know how to do it. It's not that they don't want to do it. They simply do not know how to do it. I mentioned there was two, but they're key issues, but there's only one key factor. Now, when it comes to the President of the United States, because what the President has done to the American people, pretty critical, what the President did. The President took $800 billion dollar bailout, took $6,000 of the people, this is the people's money. He bailed out businesses, institutions, and corporations to give them a jump start. On top of that, he took $787 billion and converted that into a stimulus of the people's money. Again, the people spent approximately $6,000 of the people's money. But this is what the government should have known. President Barack Obama should have known. But it was okay to do it. But he missed the key point. And that key point was when you got the people spending $6,000 of their money toward bailing out corporations and businesses, what the president didn't do was made it possible for the people and the corporations who the people owed to be compensated for that and also to be given credit. But that never happened. Such as your home got foreclosed, the same banks that the president accepted this money, while they were taking your money, you still had to pay them off, and you wasn't given any credit for it. That's wrong. Your car got repoed. You paid, while the government gave them your money, you had to continue paying them. Your car got repoed. That's wrong. Internal revenue, the government gave your money away. Not only did your bank account get levied when you couldn't pay it and lien, your student loans was garnished. And the government sit back and did not protect the American public. And that is where the president can't just come into this office and just say, I'm going to do this without making preparation to make sure the people are protected. And that is why the country is in the economic condition it's in, following the attack on the World Trade Center. The people was left unprotected then, and they are still unprotected now until I come along to help get this right. And let's see, make sure I didn't leave anything out here. And what the government did, the government made the people 61% owners of General Motors. Now, if the people are 61% owners of General Motors, why are students having to pay student loans on higher education? You put out $6,000 of your money toward bailing corporations and institutions out, and now you're 61% owners of General Motors. General Motors spent $1.5 billion purchasing a credit union, and they put $10 billion aside for auto loans. And you just don't let the people go unprotected. So here is a solution to get this country instantly in 3 seconds out of the $14 trillion debt, and will instantly lift the unemployment rate by using one simple thing and doing one simple thing. And listen very carefully. You waive the debt of the American people. And there is nothing else to talk about. You put the people in this mess. The people have to pay if they make a mistake and can't pay. But since the government took the people's money and paid and made a mistake by not protecting the people, the government owe this to the American people by waiving all debt. And that is how you get this country back on track. And there's nothing else to talk about. Once again, I'm Jimmy McMillan, a Republican presidential candidate for 2012, and the founder of the Rent is Too Damn High Party. Thank you for listening.